Hello and welcome to ENGLIO. So guys, as we have already seen in the thumbnail, that today we will learn about one word substitution. So what is one word substitution is? So let's first understand about this and let's begin. A one word substitution is a single word that replaces a group of words or phrases without changing its meaning. For example, a person who cannot read or write, we will say it illiterate. Lesson number 9, word number 1. A person who writes books. We will say it author. For example, she is a famous author. Word number 2. A speech delivered without preparation. We will say it extempore. For example, he gave an extempore speech. Word number 3. A place where books are kept. We will say library. For example, I study in the library. Word number 4. A place where animals are kept. We will say zoo. For example, we visited the zoo yesterday. Word number 5. A government ruled by one person. We will say monarchy. For example, Saudi Arabia is a monarchy. Word number 6. A government ruled by the people. We will say democracy. For example, Pakistan is a democracy. Word number 7. A person who speaks many languages. We will say polyglot. For example, Ali is a polyglot. Word number 8. A person who loves mankind. We will say philanthropist. For example, the philanthropist donated millions. Word number 9. A person who hates mankind. We will say misanthrope. For example, he became a misanthrope. Word number 10. A person who studies stars. We will say astronomer. For example, the astronomer discovered a comet. Word number 11. A person who studies plants. We will say botanist. For example, she is a botanist. Word number 12. A person who studies animals. We will say zoologist. For example, the zoologist works in a wildlife park. Word number 13. A person who studies the earth. We will say geologist. For example, the geologist examined the rocks. Number 14. A place where airplanes land. We will say airport. For example, we reach the airport early. Word number 15. A place where medicines are sold. We will say pharmacy. For example, buy the medicine from the pharmacy. Word number 16. A person who cannot hear. We will say deaf. For example, he is a deaf. Word number 17. A person who cannot see. We will say blind. For example, the blind man crossed the road. Word number 18. A person who knows everything. We will say omniscient. For example, only God is omniscient. Word number 19. A person who eats only plants. We will say vegetarian. For example, she is a vegetarian. She is a vegetarian. Word number 20. A person who eats everything. We will say omnivore. For example, humans are omnivores. Word number 21. A person who travels from place to place. We will say it nomad. For example, the nomad moved with his family. Word number 22. A person who loves himself too much. We will say narcissist. For example, he is a narcissist. Word number 23. A person who cannot pay debts. We will say insolvent. For example, the company became insolvent. Word number 24. A handwritten life story. We will say it autobiography. For example, I enjoyed reading her autobiography. Word number 25. The study of life. We will say biology. For example, biology is my favorite subject. Word number 26. A collection of words with meanings. We will say it dictionary. For example, I always use a dictionary. Word 27. A place where dead bodies are buried. We will say it cemetery. For example, they visited the cemetery. Number 28. A person who loves music. We will say it music lover or mellophile. For example, she is a mellophile and listens to music every day. Word number 29. A place where old objects are kept. We will say it museum. For example, we visited the museum last Sunday. Word number 30, and it's last. A person who loves nature. We will say it naturalist. For example, he is a naturalist who enjoys studying plants and animals. So guys, I hope you enjoyed and learned these common English one word substitutions well. So these will help you in your daily school conversations. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. That is ENGLIO. Bye bye.